I've been traveling for the last few weeks in Israel, and I'm currently in Jerusalem. Israel has a lot to offer, and I'd like to show you some of the STEM that I encountered during my trip. We are now in Caesarea in Israel on the Mediterranean coast. Right behind us is the Mediterranean. We are standing under a 2,000-year-old aqueduct constructed by the Romans by King Herod. We're now in Megiddo in the Valley of Armageddon. This structure has been destroyed and built up 25 times, as it isn't a major trade route and very desirable.
The ancient city of Megiddo in northern Israel, located on the trade route between Egypt and Mesopotamia, can be visited today. About 2,000 years ago, an elaborate underground water storage system was constructed. To reach it, you have to climb down 183 steps into the water cavern.
Can you describe to us where we are right now?
We're now in the ancient city of Megiddo that destroyed 2,200 years ago. And that's it. But we went in through the shaft to the water project that the people actually dug the shaft about 3,000 years ago through the bedrock of the mountain to get to the spring that was outside the city and to pour the water into the city.
How deep are we?
We're inside the bedrock of the mountain. Your prediction will be like mine, but we went something like about, in the bedrock, something like about down about 50 feet, 60 feet.
Next, we head to the Dead Sea. The Dead Sea has a salt content of about 35%. Most oceans have a salt content of around 5 to 7% salt. The Dead Sea does not only have salt, though, it has chloride, bromine, magnesium, calcium, and potassium. The water in the Dead Sea is so dense and heavy that when we go in it, we float because the water is heavier than us. It is impossible to sink. The Dead Sea has no tributaries and there is no life in the water. Not even a germ or microorganism can live in the conditions of the sea.
I'm here in Masada overlooking the Dead Sea. This is from 34 BCE, King Herod's getaway palace.
Masada was destroyed multiple times over the years, and many of the buildings were rebuilt. When archaeologists studied the ruins at Masada, the walls were reconstructed to the heights believed to be in place during the time of King Herod. Black lines showing the original height of the walls can be seen today.
Now I'm standing in front of the old city of Jerusalem. The city is about 1 square mile and about 65,000 people live inside. What's really interesting about Jerusalem is every building, including the wall, is limestone. They also call it the Jerusalem stone. This is limestone. It's a very soft stone. As you can see, it cracks and has very many crevices in it. By law, all buildings in Jerusalem must be constructed by this material. We are now at the Mediterranean Sea in Tel Aviv. Something really incredible about the Mediterranean Sea is that in the summer it reaches temperatures of 87 to 90 degrees in the water. It is a very unusual body of water that holds in a lot of heat.
I hope you enjoyed this video mini tour of Israel. In closing, here's a snapshot of the Microsoft offices in Tel Aviv.